Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk USC Women's Basketball, and today I'm going to be recapping the USC versus Ohio State game. I'll be breaking down some analytics and stats, and I'll also be doing some play breakdowns. So let's get into it. I'm going to go over some stats and analytics and what won this game for us. And what won this game for us was definitely defense, our rebounds, right? 62 rebounds this game, which puts us in the 100th percentile across NCAA analytics and stats, right? Same with defensive rebounds, 43, and offensive rebounds, we got 19, which puts us in the 95th percentile. But what really stands out to me offensively is our 18 assists. Getting 18 assists a game means that we move the ball around. And more times than not, when you're going to get that many assists per game, that means you're going to win the game. You're going to win the game because you're moving around and you're playing team ball. Although we did get a lot of turnovers. We got 23, so 22% of our possessions ended up in turnovers, which is not good. It's something that we still have to work on. But shout out to Ohio State for turning this over. That's what they do. The other good thing is we got 34 points in the paint, which we needed to do. That's one of the things that was the key to victories. We had to score in the paint. We did that, right? Percentage of points on fast break, only 9% of our points came off fast break, which tells me that when we were in transition and we moved into our pro-style shapes offense, it worked. So that's what that tells me. The other good thing is on second chance points, we scored 18. So we were getting a lot of offensive rebounds and we were putting it back in the bucket, which is really good. 21% of our second chance points were our possessions. So 21.4% of our possessions came on second chance points, which is really, really good for us. So when you look at Ohio State, only 13 offensive rebounds. Just not good. Defensive rebounds, 24. Rebounds, 30, which put them in the 23 percentile. Low on the low end of the NCAA spectrum. Steals, they still got 13 steals. That's what they're kind of averaging right now. But the other thing I want to show you defensively where we stood out is on defensive shots that we took care of for Ohio State. They only shot 18% from three-point land. So we held Chance Gray, their three-point sniper. We held her down, which is one of the keys of victory that I talked about on the podcast, as we had to hold Chance Gray down and Jelani Cambridge and Cody McMahon. We did that. Their two-point percentage was only 31.6%, so their total overall percentage was 29.4%. We had a really good game. The other thing that stood out to me was bench points. They only had 5 people score from their bench, where we had 12 bench points, which is better. We're getting better because we're understanding how much our bench can help us and how impactful they can be. So I want to show you guys some other things, so let's get into it. Individual stats, I want to call out a couple people. Kaylee Heckel, she played 17 minutes, but they were 17 good minutes. She scored 6 points, 3 assists, and she had a plus 17 when she was on the court. Our team was plus 17. Avery Howell, too, coming off the bench. 18 minutes, gave us 6 points, 4 rebounds, and she was a plus 9. Our team was plus 9 when she was on the court. Clarice gave us 6 good minutes because she went in there, she had that block of their big Petty, Asia Petty. She gave us 6 good minutes. I'm so proud of Clarice because we're going to need her for UCLA, most definitely. And then Rhea Marshall played 19 minutes, had 10 points, and she had 8 rebounds. Although she was a -7 on the court, our team was -7 when she was on the court. I think it was due to fouls. And then TVO had a great game yesterday. She held us down. It doesn't show on the stat sheet, but she led this team in so many ways, offensively and defensively. She gave us 8 points, 30 minutes, 8 points, 3 assists, 8 rebounds, and 1 block. And while she was on the floor, our team was a plus 16. TVO, we need you to play like this every game. Kiki Ariafin, one of the stars of the show yesterday, 35 minutes, 24 points, 4 assists. 4 assists from our posts, right? 13 rebounds, a double-double, and she had 1 block as well. Our team was plus 25 when she was on the court. You can't ask for a better game than what Kiki gave us. She still needs to work on her layups, though, but she gave us a great game. And then Kennedy Smith, the player of the game. 37 minutes, 13 points, 5 assists, 13 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers, and or 3 turnovers, and our team was a plus 21 when she was on the court. Now let's talk about Juju and her impact. Although she seems like she's having some challenges with her shooting, she's still very, very impactful for our team. Our team was a plus 28 when she was on the floor. Why? Because she was assisting and she was still drawing attention from the offense. She draws so much attention that it opens up our other players, and we're finally starting to understand how important that is, right? That we get the ball and we move the ball around to our other players when they're keying in on Juju so much. Now, Juju did score 17 points. She had 3 assists and she had 10 rebounds. So she did have a double-double and she did have 1 block. So Juju is still very impactful and she's still the most important player on our team and will always be that. And for lineup flows, what this tells you is the substitutions and when they came in and how well they played together. And as you can see, I mentioned this on the pod the other night, when Kaylee Heckel, Avery Howell, Kennedy Smith, Juju Watkins, and Kiri Iriafen play together, they are the best offensive team on the court. They played together in this first quarter, and they were all a +8 while they were on the floor. And then as you can see, in the second quarter, this is just a lineup flow. Avery Howell came in. She gave us a minute and 22. Kennedy Smith came in. And then Juju Watkins came in and subbed for Kennedy Smith. Kennedy Smith came in and subbed for Avery. And as you can see, Kaylee Heckel, Kennedy Smith, Juju Watkins, Kiki Iriafen, and Clarice also had good minutes together. And then TVO came back in and gave us 2 minutes towards the end of the second half and was a +2 for our team while she was on the court. So this just shows you the lineup flow so you guys can see rotations, right? It's important to see rotations and which rotations work the best. And in the third quarter here again, here are the rotations. You had TVO, Kennedy Smith, Juju Watkins, and Kiki Iriafen that came in, and Rhea Marshall and TVO played the most in the first half of the third quarter, while Kennedy Smith, Juju Watkins, and Kiki Iriafen subbed out for Avery Howell, Kennedy Smith, and then Juju Watkins came back in like a minute later, and she subbed out Kiki Iriafen. And as you can see, here's the lineup flow. K9 comes in for TVO, gives her a break, and when K9 came in, our team was a +5 on the court. Then TVO came back in and substituted for Avery Howell, and she was a +5. Our team was a +5 when she was on the court. Kennedy Smith played this long drag before Avery Howell came in. Juju Watkins played the rest of the third quarter, and then Kiki Iriafen came in the second half of the third quarter, or second part of the third quarter, and we were a +5 when she was on the floor. So as you can see, that's just the lineup flow to help you guys better understand rotations. The end of the fourth quarter, right here, when Kaylee Heckel, TVO, Kennedy Smith, Juju Watkins, and Kiki Iriafen came in, they were the best on the floor at that time as far as plus-minus, and then this is just the end of the game. So I just want you guys to start seeing these so you understand the lineup flow and how certain lineups help us, and then sometimes where we have holes in our lineups. Quick readout of our shot chart as a team. And as a team, as you can see here, we were 20 for 49 on twos. We shot 40.8%, 7 for 19. We shot 36.8% from 3, which is good for us. So all in all, we were 27 for 68. We shot 39.7% overall. What I want to point out is how many twos that we missed in the paint area and around the rim. We were 10 for 21 around the rim, and a lot of those were just missed layups. And we have to get better at that. We have to get stronger at making our shots around the rim. We were well below the NCAA average as far as shots around the rim, so we have to get better. And as you can see, the blue dots are all the misses around the rim. The light red or the orange are assisted makes, and the darker color, the cardinal, are unassisted makes, so creating our own shot. But as you can see, we had a lot of assists. Like I said, we had 18 assists, so that's really good. Really impressed with the team and the way they passed the ball around yesterday. Okay, we're going to do some play breakdowns right here. And what I want to show is on this play right here, this is going to be a good play, and Juju's going to read this really well. As you can see, all the defenders right, are eyeing Juju and they are packing the paint, right? They're crowding the paint, but our spacing here is really good. As you see K9 right there, Kiki in the key. This is a 4-out, 1-in now. 4-out, 1-in. I talked about this before, and that's Avery and Kennedy. Now you would think that Juju sees Avery, which she does, and you think that's going to be the shot, right? She's wide open. But let me show you what happens right here. This is really good offense. What happens is Kennedy's going to cut down. She's going to cut over. As you can see, she's cutting down. She's cutting down. She's kind of watching. Now you can see Juju still watching Avery right here. And you see all the defenders are keying in on Juju. She's sagging on K9. So Juju could come back and go to K9. She's watching Kiki, right? But she's also watching Juju. What's Juju going to do? They're sagging in the paint. They're crowding the paint. So if Juju comes in the paint, they're going to double her. Now watch, pay attention to Kennedy and Avery. They're going to kind of switch out and the defense is going to get lost for a quick second, but that's all you need. So watch what happens here. Juju sees Avery, right? And you see Kennedy's going to go down. She's going to go down to that baseline and nobody's paying attention to her. So now Juju can see her. See, her eye vision is on Kennedy or Avery, or she could come back to K9. Right? But she's eyeing Kennedy. She throws that ball to Kennedy on a great look, and Kennedy hits that shot. Okay, another play I want to show you is this is a double post, right? It's a high-low to the strong side. There's nobody else over here. And I want you to see what happens here, because this ends up being a really good play. So what happens is Ju's going to come over. She's coming back over off a curl. She's going to get that ball. And look, because it's a high-low and the way Ohio State was playing defense, you're going to have Rhea wide open right here. There's nothing that can stop this. This is a high-low, right? Kiki's going to come up and screen right here. She's going to come up and screen, and Jelani can't even see that screen, right? Because she's coming up from behind, and TVO's going to come over here. So if need be, you can pass the ball to TVO. She's not going to have to do that because she's just going to go over the top to Rhea. And this is what the high-low does when you have a defense like this that doesn't have any help on the weak side. This is open all day long. So you'll see it here in real time. Look at that. So see, here's the screen right here. Like I said, Kiki is screening Jelani. Jelani's not paying attention because, again, look, they're all paying attention to Juju. What's Juju going to do? That's how her impact is, right? They don't care. They're not paying attention. They don't have anybody over the top that can help with guarding Rhea. She's up. She's sagging, right, in case Juju decides to dribble drive. She's sagging in the paint. So Kiki just screens Jelani, and TVO goes wide over here, wide open. Now, she's not going to go to TVO, but I'm just trying to explain to you guys how much of an impact Juju has with the way defense read things and how we need to work that. We need to work that side of Juju and her impact on creating offense for our team, which we did a good job of that yesterday. So as you can see, there you go. Boom. She goes right over the top. Wide open. Just a great play. And if she needed to go to TVO was wide open too. So creating a play, she's going to dribble into a crowded paint and then back it up because she kind of loses her hand a little bit, as you will see. So here's Ju right there. As you can see, I want to show you the spacing again because we're talking about the pro-style shapes with reads right here, right? This is not a called play. This is what I've been going over with you guys. And so here you have great spacing by K9 and Kiki, and you have Kennedy over there, and then you have Avery all above the arc, right? And Juju dribbles in, and as you can see, these three right here and these four really are kind of crowding the paint again. She's watching Kennedy because Kennedy's been hot, so she knows that she's got to stay out on her a little bit. But they're crowding the paint right here. As a matter of fact, they're looking to double Kiki, so Kiki can't get the ball. So Juju can come to K9 because she's wide open. She can go to Avery because she's wide open. She doesn't do that. She drives in, she loses the handle, and she comes back out, and then she throws it to K9. K9 sees that Kiki is wide open, which is, honestly, this is a good thing that Ju did because she's reading the double, right? And the double, and when you're getting doubled, the best thing to do, one of the things that you can do is pass it to the easiest pass that you have. You don't have to make a difficult pass, and let that next pass be the pass to the person that's open. So that's what Ju does. She drives in, she gets doubled, she backs it out, she throws the easy pass to K9. Kiki is posting up, Easy pass for K9 to hit Kiki for that shot, as you will see. So there's the spacing. So Juju dribbles in behind her back. She loses the ball handle. Now, look, instead of Juju throwing that ball to Kiki, which would have been a much harder pass out of that double team, she makes the easy pass to K9, which is a great read by Ju. And now K9 can make the easier pass into Kiki, which she does because there's no help on the weak side to come help with Kiki once she gets that ball. She's too far out, and she's hugging Juju. So there's no way that they can stop Kiki right here, which they don't. So as you can see, Kiki's the key player here. We get that into Kiki. Kiki is so far in deep, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. She has to make this layup, which she does. Just a great, great play. Juju had a hard time yesterday getting her shot off beyond the arc and mid-range. So what Lindsay decided to do, which I thought was really good, is post Juju, right? If we can post Juju and Juju can get some touches in the paint, that would help get her going. And this is one of the offenses that she did yesterday to help Juju get open on the post, and it was a great call. And I think that we're going to start seeing a little bit more than that. When Juju has a smaller defender on there, we need to start posting Juju more just to get her touches in the paint to help her with her confidence and get her rhythm back. So here you go. You see that wide open space down there on the block. Juju's going right over there. And what's going to happen is it's going to be a double screen action as well. Juju's posting, but now that she's on the weak side, this is considered the weak side and this is considered the strong side. You got three people over there, and this is going to be a double screen action on on K9's person, right? So you have Clarice coming in to set that first screen, and then you have Avery coming up to set that double screen action. So when K9 comes up, she can be open for the wide open three, but they're not going to need that because Juju is posting up her person right here. And Juju's much stronger than her, right? So she's just going to take it and she's going to score. And TVO does the right thing by getting the ball into Juju because Juju, that post right there, that post up is strong and wide. Juju knows how to post. She's strong and wide and she's going to show her hands so she can get the ball. So look at that. Now she had just for that split second, if you can see, I'm going to do it again. For that split second, right? Juju had her right here. See, she's wide open right there. You got to get it to her, right? Because she has her on the opposite side of the basket, right on her opposite side, not on her strong side. She has her on her weak side. Juju showing her hands, and TVO is going to get it to her. There's just no way a defender can guard Juju doing this, right? She gets it to her. She tries to gain position back. The defender does, and then this defender is going to come over and double. And so what Ju does is she just reverses and she hits that layup. Because she's that smart of a player. See, she hits that reverse. Boom. Good play. I mean, I just thought that was a good play to call for Juju. And the way Juju posts that smaller player and how smart she is, how she just turned, reversed it back to the inside and went up when she saw that double, which is smart. She took it to the weak player. So, shout out to Juju. I just thought that was a fantastic play. Another play right here. I'm going to show you right here. Okay. Here you have, I wanted to show the spacing again. Because this is where the spacing could have been just a little bit better. But for the most part, it's good. You have Kiki. Again, it's a 4 out, 1 in, right? Kiki, Kennedy, Avery, K9, and Ju. Ju should be a little bit down towards the baseline to make that spacing a little bit bigger. So that, a little bit wider for the team. Because right now she's a little bit too close there. And the spacing could be just a little bit better. But this is going to be set up for K9, and Avery and Kennedy, right? But K9 decides to take it one-on-one. Look at the defense, the way the defense is set up. Again, they're all crowding the paint. As you can see, you got 4 people, almost like a box and one, right? They're all crowding the paint, so nobody can get in the paint. So what happens is Kiki has the ball, and instead of going up with the shot, she's going to pass it to K9. Now look here. They're all still sagging in the paint, right? Juju, in my opinion, needs to move down a little bit to create better spacing. Just a little bit down on that baseline a little more. If she could move down a little bit more, she'll make it better for herself, right? So, but K9's going to get this ball, and K9's going to dribble drive because that's how fast K9 is. It happens so fast, and K9 does it. All she needs is just a sliver of space because she's so slippery. So Kiki's going to throw the ball right back out here to K9. Now see, Avery, if you saw that a second ago, Avery shifted down a little bit. As soon as K9 got the ball, she shifted down. Ju did not. Ju needs to shift down. She needs to shift down to create more space. But it doesn't matter because K9 is going to go one-on-one. But I'm just telling you guys about spacing. If spacing is important, then let's make it wider, right? So Ju needs to go down a little bit more. She doesn't do that. She stays there. Okay, fine. So K9 has the ball. She's going to go. Look at little bit of space right there. Little bit of space right there. And she's going to sliver right in between there. She's going to be so fast she can't even come over to help. And K9's going to shoot that layup. See, Juju should move down. She needs to move down. Did you just see what happened? If you saw what happened, she didn't think she was going to, the defender on Kennedy was so busy worried about Kennedy. See, look, K9 can go here. She can go to Kennedy, but she's so slippery. She's going to slip right into here. And this is Chance Gray. Chance Gray thinks she's going to pass that ball to Kennedy, but she keeps it. So she ends up being one-on-one with no help because Chance Gray goes out on Kennedy to stop her from getting that pass. So K9's like, all right, I'll just take it in. She takes it in and she shoots that shot. That was a good read by K9. Okay, here we got Ju. I had to, okay. Hey y'all, what's up? I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the stats and the play breakdowns. And I'm going to keep doing this as much as I can. Plus, I'll have some different content about previous USC basketball players looking to expand this channel. So please like and subscribe and share. And I'll see you guys next time. Fight on.